Court does call the case, Peninsula Place versus, is it Trellis Lane? Yes.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. David King here on behalf of the plaintiff.
Sir, your name?
Sorry, Judge. Fellas Lane.
All right, this is the date for non-jury trial, and this is a non-payment of rent case. How much is the plaintiff claim is owing?
Your Honor, the total balance at this time is $3,320.17 plus court costs of $161.
3,000, I'm sorry, 3,000.
$3,320.17.
All right.
Your Honor,
Sir, of that amount, is there any that you believe that you owe?
no,
You were going to say something.
I was gonna ask to object what he was about to say as far as about the numbers. About saying what I owe, but you already answered the question. Ask me the question.
And
I
Mr.
can break
Fenn,
down that amount if you want me to, Your Honor.
pardon?
I can break down the amount if you'd like me to.
Just one moment, we'll get to that. Sir, can I ask you, I received the documents from you. Is there a reason why you don't think you owe that amount?
Because it's already been paid, Your Honor. Far as reporting adverse information about a co-signer Act 211 of 1989. Peninsula Place is trying to held me liable as the co-signer when I have an interest and a signature and I'm a natural person. So they're trying
Okay,
to
so,
hold liable.
okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay.
Just so that I have the background on it. You reside in this unit that's at, I think 315B
Correct.
at 1000. You reside there.
That's my place of abode.
Well, you live there, right?
Depends on who you're talking about. I'm acting as a consumer. So, far as like my, I'm there on special appearance and my estate stays there. But as far as a natural man, I don't have no, place. As far as my estate and my,
Okay, so when whoever is in this courtroom leaves here to go to what they would call home, where does this person that's sitting here go?
to my place of abode, Your Honor.
Which is where?
A Plymouth place.
Okay, at the 315B.
Correct.
All right, that's what I need to know. Okay. Do you have a ledger?
And I'll give Mr. Lane a copy also.
Thank you.
And Mr. Fantera, this would be your witness, is
Yes.
that correct? Okay, why don't we do this? Why don't we have her and Mr. Lane sworn in, please?
Thank you.
Yeah, one.
Right hand. So we're affirming the testimony you're about to give.
I do.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Your Honor, could I give you real quick context on that?
Yes, please.
We had a previous case last summer where Mr. Lane received Sarah funds. And when we had the, I have a copy, I have a case number, I have a copy of the unsigned copy of the COD. That was entered on September 9th. SOS paid his rent through September, and it left a small balance of, I think about $119, which we waived. So the balance, even though it doesn't show it on there because we didn't actually get the SOS check till sometime later, his rent at the end of September was $0.
Got it.
So the total balance that's on there is 5 months of rent at $513, water and sewer bills, electric bills. There's not even any late fees. and then there's 161 in court costs. So I just wanted to clarify that, in fact, none of this goes back past September 30th. In fact, I don't know if you remember, we actually, when we had the previous case, Mr. Lane had sued Peninsula Place seeking the return of all money he paid forever. And he denied that he owed money, but simultaneously applied for Sarah, and he denied he applied for Sarah. You verified with probably Aaron at the time that he had applied for Sarah. He ended up getting Sarah funds. He would not sign the COD, and then you basically gave him a choice. I'll enter the COD, or we'll have a trial and I'll give you a judgment. But sounds like he's raising some of the same stuff now that he attempted to raise.
Your Honor, free to speak.
Go ahead, sir.
So, Your Honor, when I applied first I didn't know what I was applying for. So when I applied for Sarah funding, I ended up giving my principal information, which was my name, my date of birth, and my social security number. Basically, I'm here today saying that I gave my principal to Peninsula Place and I've never received any consideration.
Your Honor, I don't understand what that means.
However, are you Trellis Lane? That's a yes or no. Because I'll tell you, if you are,
mhm.
then we'll go ahead with the trial. If you're not Trellis Lane, then I'm going to give them a judgment by default because Trellis Lane hasn't shown.
I'm here on special appearance.
No, you can't do that. You are not an attorney at law because you can't appear for somebody else. So my question is, and I'll ask it again, are you Trellis Lane?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. So, Mr. Lane, October of 2022,
Mhm.
did you pay rent to the landlord?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and how did you pay that?
I'm paying with my credits that's on file. So I sent instructions back in May, basically to get my account zero every month.
Do what?
I sent instructions back in May, then I sent another one to December to the CEO,
The CEO of what?
American Campus Communities. Saying it right. So he's seen my email, so he's aware of what's going on. Basically, like I say, I'm looking for consideration. I have not been getting no consideration, no adequate consideration.
Your Honor,
Well, you get adequate consideration for the contract and any payment by virtue of the fact that you have a residence. So I don't think consideration is even an issue.
But Your Honor, I have several questions.
Well, you can go ahead and ask your questions, but I don't know. Let me just ask this. October 2022, how did you pay your rent?
I paid with my took the bill, I endorsed it.
Did you give them cash?
We don't have,
We being whom?
I'm saying, it's a credit system, Your Honor.
So what?
Credit system. We don't.
So who's in charge of this credit system?
So who's in charge?
Surely.
I mean, we haven't had money since 1933, the American Banking Act.
We being whom?
As
Who are you talking about when you say we haven't had money? Who is we?
far as like the United States haven't had money since 19.
Oh, they definitely have, and I spent my share. So I don't know. You're saying you gave them credit.
Yes.
In what form did you give them credit in the month of October 2022?
Then credit, I took the bill, which they give me a bill every month, which is a statement. I take the statement. If you want to, I can show you what I'm doing.
I know what he's referring to. Can I show you?
Yeah.
Well, show him, and then
I got copies for him. Here's what he's getting, Your Honor. We have a third-party billing company called Zigo. And so what they do is every month they bill the utilities. So he gets this bill, and then you'll see at the bottom, what he writes is pay to the order of Peninsula Place. And so what he's taken, so for example, the top one says pay to the order of Peninsula Place, $662.12. That amount is his monthly rent plus the $123.12 in utilities that are at the top. There's 3 of these that I've attacked. So what he does is he cuts off the bottom and he mails that in as with instructions to pay to the order of Peninsula Place as if that's a check.
Have this marked as plaintiff's exhibit and 2. The ledger being 1. But Mr. Lane, you have a copy of what I've marked as plaintiff's exhibit 2. Is what Mr. Fantera described, is that correct? Is that what you do?
Yes, I'm accepting the credits that's given to me and I'm transferring to that.
Who's giving you this credit? They who?
So Peninsula Place, so in the beginning, when I signed up with Peninsula Place, I gave my principal information. So those payments are supposed to come to me as credit. So
What payment?
the payments that's coming every month. So those payments, they're trying to hold me liable for it, and I'm taking the credits that I'm receiving and dishing it back to them, to Peninsula Place.
Who's giving you credit?
You said, who's giving me credit?
Yeah.
I have credit, Your Honor. I have a security interest
In what?
in this so-called contract with Peninsula Place.
Okay. But who's giving you credit? Young man, you keep using these terms, payment, credit, and it seems to me as I'm listening to you that you're using them improperly. So my question is, have you paid anything to the plaintiff in US dollars or anything that evidences US dollars?
No, I haven't paid in US dollars.
Or anything evidencing US dollars? Like a check, credit card, anything like that?
So this is.
No, that's a yes or no.
Can you repeat the question, Your Honor?
Have you, let me just break it apart so we get it real clear. Have you paid for the months of October 2022, November 2022, December 2022, January 2023, or February of 2023? Have you paid to anything to Peninsula Place in US dollars?
No, Your Honor.
Have you paid anything to them that is evidence of an account which holds US dollars?
Yes, Your Honor.
What? And what account is it attached to? You better be careful about answering my question. Because if you're telling me that you gave them or paid them something that evidences an account that can access US dollars, show it to me.
You said that's access to US dollars? Right here.
What is that? What Mr. Fantera just gave?
Yes,
How does that access US dollars?
because, Your Honor, this account, I'm the holder and I have the interest.
Then show me the balance on that account.
They show you the balance?
Yep.
Just showed you the balance.
No, you haven't shown me anything. Show me the balance on the account. If you give somebody something that evidences that they can access US dollars, then there is a balance on that account in terms of what you're giving them. Much as if somebody gave a check to them, they would be able to show the account for which they can then present that check and receive US dollars. Show me that account, Mr. Lane.
Like I said, Your Honor, I don't know what else you're asking for. This is
No, you know exactly what I'm asking for.
you're asking for something that's coming out.
Something that evidences that by that piece of paper that you've given them that they can access US dollars.
Okay, I don't have any other account besides this, Your Honor.
You don't have any what?
I said I don't have any other evidence besides this right here.
That does not show me that they can access US dollars.
Okay.
Where would they take that to, in your mind? Where would they take that to access United States dollars?
Put it on the ledger.
Where would they take it to access US dollars?
So, okay. So, Your Honor, so I got a question. As far as landlord and tenant relations, relationships, it's in here.
I'll try to answer your question as soon as you answer mine.
Okay.
Where would they take it to access US dollars?
They would take it and take the check and put it on a ledger with my credit. Because if I owe something, Your Honor, it would be in a negative balance. How can I pay something that's in a positive balance? How can
You don't have a positive balance.
this is
You have given them a piece of paper that you yourself just said is a check. So where would they take that to access your account
so, Your Honor,
and receive US dollars?
they're acting in dishonor. They're taking it and they never said anything about or object to it. So it was off.
Oh, they're objecting now, certainly. Where would they take it, Mr. Lang?
So where would they take it? I mean, as far as they have a security deposit deposition bond. So they have it in a financial institution.
What financial institution
I'm not.
would they take it to get cash from your check, as you call it, that would then be debited from your account? Where would they take it?
Debited. So what about the credits, Your Honor?
I don't see a credit.
On this paper, it says credit payments and credits.
That's not what it means, to the extent it says that. You have no credit. Where would they take it to get US dollars?
So where would they take it? They would take it out of my trust, Your Honor.
Out of your trust.
Yes.
Where is this trust located?
We all have a trust in me.
Okay, let's say we all do. I'm not accepting your premise, but let's say we all do. Where is your trust located?
I'm not sure where it's located, Your Honor.
So if they wanted US dollars for this thing you purport to be a check, you can't tell them where to take it.
In the Treasury,
Which treasury?
US Treasury.
Oh, so they have to go to the US Treasury with this thing that purports to be a check. Really?
They were pulling from the Treasury. That's why they asked for my
Who
information.
is pulling from the treasury?
Peninsula Place, Your Honor.
So Peninsula Place is pulling from the US Treasury.
I got the account attached to my name with my social and my information.
So they're pulling from the US Treasury because of that?
Say that again?
So because of that, they're pulling from the US Treasury?
I mean, they're charging the account. So this account has my information tied into it, which is showing that it's already prepaid. So what they're trying to do is Peninsula is trying to make me repay.
You've never paid anything, so they're not trying to make you repay, they're trying to make you pay.
Your Honor, so how did we get here if I never if I provided my information to Peninsula Place?
We got here because you have never provided them anything
Okay.
to pay on this account in US dollars or anything evidencing US dollars. That's how we're here for 5 months. You haven't done that.
Okay, so in the contract, it says payment and then specify what type of payment.
I'm asking you, have you paid them in US dollars?
No, payment credit.
But you have no credit.
Your Honor, this is evidence.
Hold on.
Okay.
In order to pay in credit, if you will, You must have something that evidences a balance on that credit. I've already asked you once. Why not? I'll ask you again. Show me something that evidences the credit.
That shows the credit, the birth certificate and the social security number showing my line of credit that I applied.
So how much is in that line of credit?
You say how much is in the line of credit?
Sure. If you got a line of credit, it's got to have a value. So how much is in it?
I believe everybody has $1 billion.
I didn't ask everybody. I'm asking how much is in your line of credit?
Well, for what Peninsula Place, whatever.
No, I'm asking you. You're saying that your birth certificate and the social security, you have a line of credit. I don't believe that to be the case, but what the heck? Let's ask you, how much is then in your line of credit?
Not sure, Your Honor.
So if you're not sure how much is in there, and you give them this thing that evidences, as you're saying, let's just take this 1 month of $662.12, you don't know if that can be subtracted from that credit you supposedly have.
I'm believing at least $1 billion worth of credit, Your Honor.
Oh, you have $1 billion worth of credit.
We all have credit, Your Honor.
Well, I'm not worried at this point about anybody else's credit. I'm worried about yours. So you're saying you have $1 billion, but you have nothing that shows me that you have $1 billion worth of credit.
Mhm.
Mr. Lane, plaintiff is claiming that you owe them $3,320.17. Tell me every reason why I should not give them a judgment for that amount.
That's going against Michigan Consumer Protection Act.
What particular provision are you claiming of the Michigan Consumer Protection Act?
Enter into a consumer transaction in which the consumer waives or purports to waive right, benefit, or immunity provided by law unless a waiver in clearly state and the consumer has specified consent to it. I never gave no consent.
What have they asked you to waive?
You said, where they asked me to waive
Mhm.
my rights.
To
as a
what?
consumer.
As a consumer of what?
You said a consumer of what?
Yeah.
Of this contract,
What rights did they ask you to waive?
my interest.
What interest?
I have an interest in this so-called contract.
Oh, you do. You also have certain obligations under that contract.
So I have obligations.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like payment.
Okay. According to, like I said, landlord and tenant relationship, pay the landlord for all the rent arranged under this rental agreement. That's basically what I have the security deposit for.
No, your security deposit is not under Michigan law for that reason.
What is for, Your Honor? That's what it says, security deposit permissible uses.
And there is no security deposit under this lease. They do not require a security deposit. It's zero.
Okay. Even worse.
Under which
You don't have a security deposit.
Your security deposit is zero. You did not pay a security deposit when you moved in. This client does not require.
you
security.
say move in, all this from where?
And even if you had one, the Security Deposit Act, you can't apply it.
Sorry.
So what other reason do you have why you don't owe this money?
And what other reason?
Yeah, you told me Landlord-Tenant Relationship Act, which you haven't pointed to a particular provision. You've talked about a security deposit of which you have none, so that can't be a reason. I don't know, and you haven't pointed to anything under the Landlord-Tenant Relationship Act that would even be applicable in this particular case regarding the monies that you owe. You cited the Michigan Consumer Protection Act. There's been no benefit that they've denied you, no interest that they've denied you. So that can't apply. Give me anything else as to why you don't owe this.
Anything else why I don't owe? I don't understand what else that you're looking for. Like I said,
I want you to tell me every reason why I should not say and give them a judgment for this, the $3,320.17 plus their cost.
So, Your Honor, I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
Which part?
You saying, so how is this not like a contract of adhesion that is more beneficial to Peninsula Place?
I don't know what that meant. Explain what you're trying to say to me.
So it's two parties, and I consider the weaker part. So they wrote this contract and all in the benefit for them. So where did I have any say so in this contract?
As we reach the end of this case, one thing is unmistakably clear. Sovereign citizen arguments continue to collapse when tested in a real courtroom. Throughout the hearing, the defendant relied on internet myths, claiming that secret trust accounts, prepaid credit linked to birth certificates, and simply writing accepted for value or credit accepted on a bill somehow satisfied a legal debt. But courts don't decide cases based on online theories or clever wordplay. They rely on evidence, established law, and legally enforceable contracts. Judge Simpson remained patient and professional from start to finish, giving the defendant multiple opportunities to present genuine proof of payment or a valid legal defense. Yet the central issue never changed. The rent was owed, and no legitimate payment had ever been made. This case is a powerful reminder that pseudo-legal arguments cannot erase contractual obligations. Signing an agreement creates real legal responsibilities. And when those responsibilities aren't met, courts require verifiable evidence, not unsupported claims about hidden financial systems or secret government accounts. If there's one lesson to take away from today's case, it's this: before trusting legal advice you find online, make sure it comes from credible, reliable sources. Misunderstanding the law can have serious real-world consequences, including financial judgments, damaged credit, and even eviction. If you enjoyed this courtroom breakdown and want more real legal cases, expert analysis, and fascinating courtroom moments, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and remember, facts beat fiction, evidence beats opinion, and in every courtroom, the law always has the final word.